Yes, we are live. Let me know right away if you can hear me, if you can see me, legends, because the price of Bitcoin is slowly grinding to the upside. Yes, we should be live right now. Let's go. Sorry about that. Been having some technical issues. My goodness. Let's go. Yes, yes, yes. We are here. Let me know if you can hear me, if you can see me. Let's go. Yes. We are live. Oh, sorry about that, guys. Having some technical issues today. Let's go through the price of Bitcoin. We are slowly grinding here to the upside. How many people have we got in here? Let's take a look. Let's go through the comment section. Destroy the like button because we got a good one here, guys. It is the moment of either squeeze out, okay, or big rejection. That is the question. We got some people very interested in shorting the last few days. I hope they did take profits. They are defensive and they're not adding to their position just because I want people to trade safely. This is a dangerous zone. It is resistance and I am interested in short positions. I am interested in shorts, but I'm very, very cautious based on a multiple 1-2 scenario where we're going to pop out in a third wave, or are we forming a massive triangle formation and the rejection is ready to happen entering into the weekend, guys. Why is this resistance? Let's start off with the volume profile from this range. This has been a proven resistance level. There was already an attempt here for a swing failure pattern. It is slowly pushing to the upside. Will we get the rejection? Are we going to sweep up one more here, one more time to the upside and then get the correction? Or are we going to successfully break up here? We shall see. I had some people interested in shorts, some people bearish yesterday. Luckily, 𝗕𝗶𝗿𝗽 joined the stream yesterday and I took the short, says Melissa here. We did get a small rejection yesterday. Nothing too major. We just dumped very quickly, but we pumped back up just as fast. This was a possible short scalp setup, okay? Be aware that we are uptrending here. And if you are in shorts, you want to take them as scalps as you are fighting the trend. So we did reject from these lower highs, but we came straight back up here, right? Be defensive, guys. This could be a multiple 1-2 setup and it's going to pop to the upside. If you are looking to shorts, be very specific with your entry levels based on swing failure patterns, double tops, and just accept a tiny little loss. Because if you were in short positions throughout 2 days ago, yesterday, you're adding to the position. Be cautious. This could be 𝗬𝗫𝗃, okay? We could be entering 𝗬𝗫𝗃 for the short, for the shorters, for the bears. Be defensive with your stop losses. Yes, I am looking for that correction as well, guys, okay? I am looking for the correction at some point, but we might not get it. There is an extreme bullish case scenario that people do not understand, and you will understand it once the price rips, right? This is why we want to be very, very cautious with the shorts here. Wherever, where are the bears shorting, right? Got someone saying, I'm adding to the short. We have many people as well saying, we're going to reject, we're going to reject. Guys, this is only for your own safety. I am looking for the shorts as well, but I'm very, very defensive and I'm just having tight stop losses above the highs till we see another rejection, another double top scenario where I can be defensive. We do have quite a lot of liquidity here, still to the upside. 99K, 99.3. There is still quite a lot. There's a lot of liquidity building to the upside, okay, to the downside as well. So could we get one more wick to the upside, one more push, and then we get the rejection because we at the value area high from the range of the last few weeks? Let's talk about the bearish case scenario first of all, because this is the zone where it gets chop and you could potentially form a fake out. It is getting very confusing throughout this range. There is a higher time frame reaccumulation schematic that kind of goes in confluence as well with Elliott wave theory. I will go through this scenario in the next coming minutes. Then of course there's the higher time frame distribution where you actually go to all-time highs in the next 1 to 2 weeks. However, we need to go step by step. When we did create the all-time high here back on the 17th of December, we moved down in a very three-wave corrective structure. A few weeks ago, we analyzed very carefully this pump. It did not look very impulsive. It looked very confusing. You had a little bit of volatility here in the middle. This was not looking too impulsive in my opinion. Could have this been a three-wave structure? We liked this as a three-wave structure. It did not look a healthy five-wave impulse just because it just doesn't look right. You had the movement up here, the correction, and then another move up here. So we got a three-wave here, a three-wave here. We were very confused with this scenario. I was leaning more on the side that it looks three-wavy, meaning that whatever happens here, at some point we will be heading to all-time high again. However, what is forming right now is just extremely long, extremely confusing. We need to analyze, what kind of waves are we in right now? This is still corrective. In my personal opinion, that is the highest probability scenario that we are correcting throughout the last few weeks, and that at some point we will be heading to all-time high. And that is based from the all-time high that we have here. Three-wave move down. This is not impulsive. There's nothing impulsive about this move. This information that we have here is giving us the information right over here that we will, whatever happens here, very likely come to all-time high. That is the highest probability that we do have, thanks to this information that we have right over here. Also, this leg to the upside, not a finished double top, not a finished impulsive move up in 5 waves. If we would have formed clear 5 waves, I would be skeptical. I would say, okay guys, this is maybe a double top. But we moved in a very 3-wave matter here, okay? And a 3-wave here and a 3-wave here is all corrective, meaning that we should be heading to all-time highs in the next coming weeks, despite any volatility in this range. Now we are here to try to detect that, of course, on the higher time frame, right? It is simple. It is simple to understand that the highest probability is heading up to all-time high because of what I explained from this price action. Okay, so now let's just focus a little bit on the latest move down the last few weeks, right, from all-time high. This does not look impulsive, okay? It's very 3-wavy. You got the movement down, bounce, another low right there, another bounce here, then another low. So you got a bit of a flat scenario happening right over here. Just very, very sideways choppiness, high, low, high, low. And we do have very likely kind of a 3-wave move. Not impulsive. It does not look impulsive. It doesn't look strong for the bears. Forming a larger corrective structure. Potentially a reaccumulation, okay? That's what I'm leaning on. If we do, right now, there is an interesting setup here. I've speculated on these highs for a short rejection, but I'm going to get stopped out at a minor loss. Unless we reject 50% from the highs here, breaking out, we got our next fib level. We're claiming the highs right now from this pivot high to the pivot low. this is going to be interesting. This Fibonacci is going to be interesting. Why is this Fibonacci from this pivot high to this pivot low going to be interesting? Value area high, golden pocket from this latest move, the high of the range to the low of the range. It's going to be looking very interesting to see if we're going to successfully break out here, because we have a lack of volume. When we take a look at the fixed volume profile from the last few months, you can see there's an empty gap of volume. Empty gap of volume here. This is either rejection point or breakout. We go to higher levels. We go to 100K potentially. There's an empty range here all the way up to $100,000. So we need this rejection at this point. Preferably we do hit golden pockets. Maybe a local double top is on the formation here. Maybe a local double top is on the formation. Just about hitting those highs. Just about hitting those highs. I would go very, very small. We just gently tap those highs here. But we're still grinding to the upside, legends. We're still grinding. Still grinding to the upside. I would say it's an acceptable scalp entry. We just ever so slightly touch the highs here. You can be extremely defensive on this movement. There is still significant liquidity above us. I would really want to see that push to the upside to hit the golden pocket. We got this blue horizontal line right there, which is the golden pocket from the pivot high of the range, right? We're taking a look at this pivot high right over here from that V shape that we had to the pivot low of the range that was formed on the 18th of February. Why is this Fibonacci 618 so important apart from the value area high of the entire range? Why is it so important? When we do zoom out, we do have, you know, it is time to zoom out ever so slightly, okay? Because we were talking about the last few days, the multiple 1-2 setup, right? The multiple 1-2s, 1-2, 1-2. Be careful, guys, with shorting here because we're just grinding up. We're just heavily grinding up. That's what we've been talking about throughout the streams, that it does look quite bullish till proven otherwise. We are forming consistent higher lows. The average Joe is going to talk about a wedge here, and that's going to break down at some point, and they're shorting in advance without getting up to the levels of resistance, right? You know, we're saying, you know, the average Joe is going to be bearish here, but we're grinding to the upside. And, you know, if you're not careful, this is the 𝗬𝗫 scenario, right? Where, you know, people are just going to add to shorts. I'm interested in shorts, and I'm looking for shorts here at the highs, but I'm very, very tight with my risk management, right? Just being aware of the breakout. So we are attempting this scenario. I've taken profits after this swing failure pattern from the long position here, adding ever so slightly, just trying to maximize here the profits. But this is an area that I'm starting to be interested, looking for the shorts with tight invalidations. Preferably we do hit the golden pocket, as explained right over here from the pivot high of the range. Let me just get this ascending wedge out of the way. This Fibonacci pivot high right over here to the pivot low. Golden pocket. Why is this golden pocket so important? And if it breaks, we could be heading to the 7/8 Fibonacci, which is $100,000. Like mentioned at the beginning of the stream, we have hardly any volume and any resistance. So it's either golden pocket rejection or it's 7/8 Fibonacci, which is above $100,000, $100,700. There's a lack of volume. A lack of volume here above this value area high from the last few weeks. But this is the moment where the price could chop and reject. Now, the bearish case scenario here would be a triangle formation. We have from the previous all-time high of December a zigzag move. You have another zigzag to the upside. And now you're just forming a complex large range, which is the formation of a WXY. And we could be forming a triangle here throughout the last few weeks. Is it possible? Yes, absolutely. We moved to the downside with a very three-wave structure. We also moved up here very three-wavy, nothing too impulsive, just very rangy. So now the question is, was this the end? Okay, if we do not take a look at the triangle, was this the end of a, zigzag right over here? And maybe, only maybe, a five-wave move here in an expanding move right there, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, forming an ABC flat. This was the end of the correction. We're not taking out the lows, and we're going to absolutely fly here in the next coming days. It is very, very possible. It is very, very possible. This would be a larger A wave in a three-wave move, B wave in a three-wave move, C wave here in a running flat, in a very ugly expanding move to the downside. We are breaking out now as we speak, and we need the rejection. We need the rejection here at the golden pocket. This could be the moment that the price does reject, okay, from the golden pocket. So we are pumping. We are pumping ever so slightly here. And we need the rejection from the golden pocket, okay? Let's see if we do get that rejection, legends. For the moment, we are pumping. We're just hitting the range, okay? We'll go through the lower time frames, but this would be the bullish case scenario. ABC flat, running flat, and a five-wave move down. And now you're just ready with a 1, 2, and you're just forming multiple 1, 2s. This would be the extreme bullish case scenario, where you are building up here a massive third wave on the formation. That would be the extreme bullish case scenario, right? Your expanding move down here, or the triangle, and you hit the golden pocket. This is the level to short, guys, on the rejection of the golden pocket, okay? Because the triangle is definitely an option. A larger triangle here is definitely the option, okay? So the local double top and the 618, which is classic for your D wave, taking Fibonacci from your B wave to your C wave. Golden pocket. Let's take a look at that golden pocket. Was hit to perfection. There we go. We got the rejection, guys. It was acceptable for that short position right there on the rejection of the golden pocket. And you can be defensive with your risk management. If this were to be the case, that you are on your D wave formation of this contracting triangle, this is a very, very complex corrective move. In a triple zigzag, right? We ain't going to micro count this. But any shorters, you want to be defensive. Anybody that's been shorting the last few days, as we did get in the comment section saying the short's going to be epic. Man, this is a dangerous, dangerous area. Make sure to short at the top here. Risk management, well placed. Because we could see the extreme bullish case scenario as explained the last few days which is the multiple 1-2 scenario. And that has to do with this being a zigzag, this being a zigzag, and this being an expanding diagonal right over here, which is finishing your 5 waves forming a larger ABC running flat, right? We're just going to change this color right now because this looks like a big mess. We're getting the breakout. I'm out of shorts, no shorts taken, guys. We're breaking up here, and this could really get, you know, very, very pumpy. Very, very pumpy. We're just moving up here. The rejection attempt was there, but we are pumping. This would be the extreme bullish case scenario, right? Let's just get those lines out of the way so you can actually see the possibility of an ABC running flat here. And this right over here has been your wave 1. This is your wave 2 formation, very complex correction as well. And now we're just popping. Anybody that is looking to short the pump and not managing risk, I would say, good luck. Whoever's adding to positions and looking to short this momentum. Because this ABC flat, running flat, rare, it is very possible. When you do take a look at the different scenarios regarding accumulation schematics, we have the reaccumulation schematic here, which is, you know, this is your last potential phase here on a reaccumulation. Maybe not, maybe we're in the triangle, but there is one reaccumulation schematic, which is literally entering the creek phase and leaving the creek phase without taking out the lows of the range, in this case $89,000, right? We've been forming a very, very clear descending channel-y wedgie, right, movement throughout the last few weeks, which could be the creek phase. We formed the double top, right? We hit all-time high, then again we hit a new all-time high, we double topped, movement up again, and now we're in this descending wedgie structure, which is literally this movement right over here, right? The possible creek phase, which is not taking out the lows or taking out the lows, and you form that spring point, which would be this scenario right over here, right? We formed double top, all-time high, right? Double top, all-time high on both of the reaccumulation schematics. It is possible. Now this is the moment of truth. This case was hitting the lows, which did not happen. So if we pump very aggressively throughout the next coming days, we would have to come to the conclusion that we entered here this other reaccumulation schematic in the creek phase, and we do not take out the lows. Very, very possible as we're pumping here and we're not rejecting again from the 618. No shorts of interest just as yet, unless we see a proper rejection and a sign of weakness. So it is continuation to the upside for the moment for the price of Bitcoin. Not too much volume, but regardless, we're moving up here, guys, okay? Shorts, be cautious. We are breaking up. We are sweeping up that liquidity. We might get one that leg here to the upside and potentially just about hit the 6.5. Still at the golden pocket. We are above the 6.5 at the moment. So we are running out here of resistance. We are above the levels, signaling that this could push up. We're just at the 6.5. Not interested unless we see a clear rejection here. As mentioned, if this were to be the bullish case right over here, where you formed an ABC flat, you know, I was interested in shorts here at this range. However, we are still moving to the upside. We do have the potential of an ABC running flat. And just because of the low being here and this movement, you got a potential wave 1 and 2, right? 1, 2. If this were to be the bullish case, then, you know, potentially we're building up a massive move here to the upside. It is just a possibility, right? Let's leave it that way. When you analyze this latest move to the upside that we talked about the last few days, we had the multiple 1-2 scenarios, right? And this is why this is not a zone to build up a massive short position. There's no build up of swing shorts here. As explained the last few days, you either short specific highs and you get stopped out and you accept this slightly minor loss. The people that are building shorts here, this is a dangerous, dangerous environment at the moment. If we're lucky for the bears, you might reject. But, you know, this is technical analysis. If you're above the levels of resistance, you just don't short it, because this happens. Somebody yesterday said, luckily, 𝗕𝗶𝗃𝗃 entered the stream and I managed to enter the short. Well, I hope you took profits very quick, because the risk here of multiple 1-2s was there. Now, what is the bearish case scenario? Man, I'm getting these phone calls. I cannot answer now. I am streaming. The multiple 1-2 scenario, we formed a higher low here in the end. So we're still favoring multiple 1-2s, which is rare. This would be this is either very bearish or very bullish. When I do take a look at the triangle here, okay, and let's just put this here right away on the let's organize this scenario here. 1 second for the legends, because there is that bearish case which you can reject from the 7-8. That's also a common level, okay? It's also common to reject here from the 7-8 Fibonacci. Either the golden pocket or the 7-8. Now, if we were to be forming this triangle, you reject from golden pocket or you reject from 7-8. There's no other two levels. Those are the two levels that you need to reject from. So unless we see some rejections here, I'm not interested in the short. Simple. Because if this bearish case scenario does not happen, we have the extreme bullish one, which is you finished that ABC running flat here. And you're building up the double 1-2s, triple 1-2s, and you're going to get a pop to the upside. So be cautious, be responsible. This is getting to the resistance, but we're just grinding to the upside. What can we say? We're just grinding up. There's no major rejection. We tried to reject, but we're just slowly grinding up. We need some sign of weakness. Are you bearish or are you bullish on the price of Bitcoin? Let me know right away. Now, if we are going to consider the bearish case scenario, which is not this one, this is the bullish one, right? Where you are getting ready now for the third wave up. And you are in that reaccumulation schematic, right? I mean, eventually this third wave would potentially go to much higher levels, right? We just don't know. We need to see the formation. We need to see the third wave pop. Then we can speculate on multiple 4-5s to complete that third wave. But still nothing, you know, still nothing coming up here. Now, the bearish case, as explained, it's either 618 or it's 78. And you get a large pullback in, you know, throughout the next coming days. 618 is not rejecting too much now. It's just there. It's just sitting at the 618, at the golden pocket, basically, right? From the pivot high to the pivot low. Currently slightly above the 6.5. Slightly above the golden pocket. So if we do not reject from here, next level is the 7.8, which the 7.8 Fibonacci has an interesting lower high right there. 7.8 Fib with this lower high could be the level if it's not the golden pocket. Okay, so shorters manage risk. It is a very interesting level right now where we at. It either pops out or it rejects heavily. This is a rejection point or a breakout point. So traders can take action here if they're looking to short the 6.5, the golden pocket. You just need to be aware that you do not want to hold a short because it could pump another $1,000 to $2,000, right? Okay. But it is a rejection point. It is very, very possible. Shorters managed risk. This is the resistance. Now, if this were to be the case of a triangle and you reject from this point, you would say that this is a very, very complex triple zigzag, right? Where you just have a WXYXZ and multiple zigzags, very steep. This is either very bullish or very bearish as you are forming the correction here from this triangle. So it's either multiple 1-2s and you're going to pop out with a third wave, or it's going to reject here at the 61865 or the 7.8 Fibonacci, which is taking out this lower high right there. So it's decision moment, really. It's decision moment. It is decision moment here for the bears. If they want to step in right now, they need to, because they're running out of resistance, right? The bears are running out of resistance. Golden pocket, value area high, 618, 65, golden pocket from this potential triangle formation. So there's two rejection points for the bears. The one where we are right now, which we're not seeing much sign of weakness, to be honest. It is kind of still very steep. But the bears can step in very, very quickly and get the breakdown, okay? So any shorters here, there is a chance. There is a chance here for the deep pullback coming into the weekend. There is a chance here for the bears. We're going to give the chance for the bears right now. The chance is there. Rejection points, golden pocket from this pivot to this pivot for the triangle, or the 7.8 Fibonacci. If we get another pop, they have one more chance right there, because after this, it is multiple 1-2s and a massive third wave. And it's game on for the bulls. Or we continue here. We in the triangle. We continue ranging. And we'll head up to all-time high. I don't know. Maybe next week. Maybe in 2 weeks. But all of this looks very corrective. And the overall plan is to hit all-time high again. in the next coming weeks, guys. Let's go through the comment section, say hello to the beautiful community. Bearish case for the lower time frame. This is a lower time frame bearish case scenario. So maybe, you know, for the next few days, it's bearish rejection. And for the bulls, we have the running flat scenario, which is this one. Let's go right away. This is resistance. There is confluence. There is golden pocket from this pivot. We got the triangle. We got the value area high of the range. We are not having any volume. We can see here, if the price successfully moves above this big volume mountain, that's literally where we at right now. So it's either big rejection or it's breakout, guys. Decision moment now for the bears and the bulls. Very interesting level. Very, very interesting level. The bears have the chance here. Let's go right away through the comment section. Say hello to the beautiful community. If you're enjoying the live stream, make sure to destroy the like button. Remember that you do have that insane bonus on weeks. They have decreased the volume from $100 to $10 to $100 just by signing up with your email and linking your phone number, guys. Okay? I knew this bonus was going to be a few days or a few weeks. Now it's $10 to $100. So it's a bit of a raffle. You might get $50, you might get $100, but it's for free. Take advantage of that just with an email and signing up your phone number. You're getting this bonus straight away. For all of the big players, you only need an email and a password, guys. $30,000 deposit bonus, and you also get 50% fee reduction with my link only, guys. Check out the link down below, okay? 4 weeks. You just need an email and a password, guys. Take advantage. So let's see. This is a good decision moment, guys. Good decision moment for the bulls or the bears. Big pop out could happen or big rejection. It is the moment. It is the moment to take action on trades. You know, I do like the idea of the rejection here. I do like it very much. I do like it very, very much. When you're thinking about a triple zigzag, which is three wave, you got a very, very fast, shallow corrective move here. Also in a 3-wave on lower time frame. And now you have another 3-wave right over here. So it can be a corrective complex W, X, Y, X, Z. If it were to be the triangle, right? If it were to be this triangle right over here, and this might seem Chinese for a lot of people, but overall, it is the scenario as you are getting into the golden pocket, which is common rejection from the B wave to the C wave of a triangle formation. So the bears do have a chance here. They do have a chance. You've swept the highs of the range of this mini range. You're trying to break value area high of this entire zone of the last few weeks. Let's see. I think I'm favoring this scenario a little bit, that it could reject from the golden pocket. I am favoring this scenario for the bears right now, not the last few days. It was too soon. Multiple 1-2s looked bullish. Now is the moment that I realized that the rejection could happen. We had many people bearish the last few days. I hope you took them as scalps. I hope you took those shorts as scalps, which are very acceptable. Somebody said, luckily I got into the short. Well, that was quick. You had an hour to take profit. Because if you're still in that short, you're either underwater or you just got stopped out with good risk management, which is totally fine. Anyway, let's go right away through the comment section. Say hello to the beautiful community. Let's see. The bears have a chance here to reject the price very aggressively entering into the weekend. If not, we get the extreme bullish case scenario which is getting a pop here, which would be insane, right? I've seen this before, but it's rare, where you form an ascending channel with higher lows, you get a massive pop to the upside, and you form another ascending channel. It is extremely rare to see this kind of price action, but I have to say that the bulls do have a chance. 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2, bam, 3 4 5 4 5 4 5, and you get this kind of price action. You know, maybe even higher. You just don't know how explosive that third wave can be. But I am ever so slightly favoring the bearish case now where we at, just because it's big resistance and it does make sense for the rejection at this point. So take that with a pinch of salt, and let's go through comment section and see what are the legends talking about. What are you legends talking about? Let's go right away. 1,200 people watching. Anybody poll? Let's go. Lauren, how are you? We got a clown face here from Help. What's going on? BTC diamond top on the daily time frame. Yeah. Andy, give a perfect entry for the short. Well, the perfect entry would be a big rejection from this point, and analyze the next price action up. Losing here these lows with an aggressive move down, even taking out these lows even better, then this would be looking very good. Right now, you're just looking for trying to detect the top, and you're very tight with your stop loss. The best scenario would be entering a little late on the short, right? Just get the rejection, get the sign of weakness. And if you want to get into a short here, there is risk of the bullish case. There is the risk of the bullish case. So it's just not an easy decision. This was an acceptable SFP, very acceptable swing failure pattern. You got the rejection and you're just grinding up back to the high. So you're out of that position. You cannot speculate that this will come down. You're above the levels right now, so you're out. What can we say? Anyway, let's go through comment section. Continue here with comment section. What are the people saying? No pattern in a bull run. Very true. Yeah, there is. There's always an explanation, all right, behind every scenario, okay? So, I mean, there is the bullish case. There is pattern, my man. It's just a lack of knowledge, okay? A lack of knowledge you will go with the easy saying of charting does not work, right? Of course it works. There's always a bullish case, a bearish case. There is a higher probability case, which is eventually taking out all-time high, just based on the rejections that we've had from all-time high. This does not look impulsive to the downside. This does not look impulsive to the downside. There is a lack of volume on the movements down as well. So we are favoring the reaccumulation. So it's all about probabilities. The probabilities signal that the reaccumulation is highly likely and that we will be heading to all-time high. So smash up the like button, says Aditya, my man, much love to you. It's looking interesting. I mean, this would be only a short-term bearish case, like mentioned. Regardless of a rejection from this area or from the 7-8, it will be a short-term pullback. I think there's high probability that we will not hit the lows here at $89,000 based on this momentum. This is overextending. The movements are already extending. So it does look like we could be ending the range. You know, this range could be ending very soon, just based on the timing. But I do favor the rejection. You know, it's very, very possible. We're just above the local highs right now. It's just slowly grinding up. Ignore the TA. Look at the news. Bears, wake up. Yeah, I mean, hey, this is short-term analysis. Come on. Show me the charts and I'll tell you the news. The charts are bullish. The chart is bullish. The chart is bullish. Okay? This would only be a short-term pullback. But this chart is bullish. It's favoring all-time high. This is no double top. Okay? You know, this is favoring the bulls, right? This chart right over here, where most of the people will see just a bunch of lines up and down and candlesticks, is telling a story which is favoring the bulls to go to all-time high in the next coming weeks. Most can't see this, where the highest probability is that. But yeah, I mean, you know, the chart is very important. You can see the pressure, the selling pressure. You can see the patterns. You can see the you know, Elliott wave theory, which is very powerful, of course. Anyway, let's go through the comment section. Fake weekend pump. 𝗬𝗫. Yeah, maybe, right? Bitcoin is overall very bullish. Are you still holding your Mina? Andy says, Kaz. Yes, I am. I am holding my Mina, my man. I believe there will not be a massive correction to the downside. I believe there will not be a massive correction to the downside here, says G Trapstar. Hi, Andy. Thanks for the analysis. Where do I learn how to chart waves? My man, we do have the Discord. You have the modules. Okay. And you're getting the advanced modules now on the platform, okay? On the platform, you got the modules right there. It's the Legends trading community. You get access to the Discord and you have access to the modules where you would go through naked pointer controls, daily levels, weekly levels, how to spot those trades, of course, good risk management. And now we're getting the advanced theory, okay, on the masterclass, advanced Elliott wave theory on the masterclass. And you have everything there, okay, from basics to advanced, so you can learn, all right, the very basics and then start going to advanced, okay? Check out the fourth link. You have everything there that you need to know to take your trading to the next level and realize where you need to be cautious, because my goodness, a lot of bears throughout the last few days. And I was saying, we are uptrending here and this could be a multiple 1-2 setup. We are sweeping up that liquidity, okay, to the upside, which was very interesting to see also throughout the last few days. Yeah, most of that liquidity has been swept, to be honest. So bears have a chance. If not, we head up to the 7/8 Fibonacci and then we'll analyze the reaction from there. Golden pocket is just holding right there, holding. Still at golden pocket. Let's continue with the comment section right away. China. When dump? Yeah, very good question. When dump? I forgot the like. Don't be like me. Smash up the like button, guys. Let's see how many likes we can get on this stream. We are above 1,240 people. Let's go. We can get at least to 500 likes. Come on, legends. What's going on? If you trade like that, if you are lazy to smash up the like button, are you lazy to also, you know, get into an epic short or an epic trade? Let's go. What's up, Andy? Waiting for the internal wave 2 pullback before we mooning. Absolutely. Very possible. Very, very possible here. Waiting for that internal wave 2 pullback. Tell me how to learn trading step by step. Man, you do have, okay? You do have the modules, okay? Learning trading is not a thing of just a couple of days, all right? But you do have the Legends trading community. You do have the modules, right? That is your fast track. You do have the fast track right there because it's organized, right? There's a lot of education out there on YouTube, or, you know, on Google, or free courses out there. But if you want a proper structured, okay, modules, well, you know, always, I will say the Legends trading community, right? How to read the chart and how to read the danger zones and realize that the bulls could get the pop out here. Where are the bears? I need to know. You know, there was some bears throughout the last few days. Are you still bearish? Are you still bearish? Is this a fake pump? Let's ask the community right away. Okay? Because for the moment, it is going up only. No major rejection, no sign of weakness. And trying to detect the top right now. I mean, we had a local double top. We are above the golden pocket. If we get back below the golden pocket, right, the 618, I would consider the short. But I need that sign of weakness. I need the price to get back below here to consider the short and stop loss at the high, to give the bears a chance to form that triangle, right, to form the bearish triangle. But we need to reject, guys. If we don't reject, we go up. If we don't reject, we go up, right? So we need the price to reject, get back beneath the 618 Fibonacci, and then we will go from there and maybe enter the short position again as the local double top here. It was a good attempt. We did get the rejection. We are defensive. We protect position. If we break out, no short taken. We need at least the rejection from the 618 to maybe consider again the short and give the possibility to the bears here to get that pullback. But for the moment, we are above golden pocket. We are above the 618. We are above the value area high. We are above the highs of the range. We need to give, you know, advantage here to the bulls as we remain above the golden pocket. And I would say that as long as we are above this zone, then we just look for higher to the 7-8 and this high right there. Once we start rejecting ever so slightly, I would consider a short, guys. I will consider a short. It would have to be below the 618. I will short the pullback, potentially looking for that impulsive move down to sweep up the lows in the next coming days. But I will short here. I will consider the short on the rejection and give it a chance. But no rejection, no short. You are fighting the price action to the upside. So why would you fight the price action to the upside if you're above the major levels of resistance? Right? That's the question that you should make yourself. Very, very slow. It doesn't look powerful, but volume could kick in. Very, very slow grind to the upside. And I think people are just piling up with shorts. I mean, since the last few days, I don't know. There was some people bearish. I'm building up a short position. And I'm like, phew. Hopefully, we are going to reject either here or at the 7-8. I mean, I'm not sure how much leverage and how much capital people are putting on the shorts here the last few days, but I was not favoring any shorts the last couple of days based on the bullish uptrend momentum. and the danger of the multiple 1-2. So just stay cautious, guys. I mean, trade responsibly. And this is really no time. If you're short, you're getting into scalps. You're entering here. We are above resistance. What can I say? I mean, there's nothing much to say. We're just grinding here to the upside. And this is a classic movement up where lots of bears will be entering short position. A lot of retail will enter short here, believing that this is an ascending wedge or you know, and it's going to reject. Very, very dangerous for all of those swing short positions here. You know, the people that are entering swing shorts and adding to their position or whatever, if they've been shorting the last few days, very, very, very dangerous. If they do not know what they're doing and they don't have stop losses and they're just going to add to the position, you know, it's a dangerous, dangerous area. And we are above resistance, so game of the bulls still. Bulls are in control still. Let's go. This can be a big pump. Yeah, I mean, it is Friday. Preferably, if it does happen, it happens today. Because if we are, you know, if we are going to finish Friday and we are still dancing around in this zone, I would say that the sideways momentum and pullback could happen throughout the weekend, right? Giving a chance here for the triangle. Very interesting zone, right? Very, very interesting area. Very, very interesting area here right away. Let's go. We got 1,400 people watching the stream. Let's go. Shall we go through the comment section right away, see what the people are saying? I want to know on a poll, are you feeling bullish for the coming days? Yes or no? Big rejection on the way. Let me know, guys, right away on the poll. I am feeling bullish. Yes or no? We are having a big rejection. It is coming. It is on the way. We got CBM here. Shout out to CBM, guys. If you don't follow him, Matthew, 𝗕𝗶𝘆𝗽𝗫. Guys, smash up the like button. Go and check him out, guys. Support the channel because he provides insane fundamental news. But not only that, he's been spotting some launches on different cryptos. He shorted Libra, shorted Pi, right? This one only launched the last 24 hours. And he has been detecting these launches and he's getting into shorts because you get it launched on the exchange and you start dumping, and he's been providing some massive shorts. Then I'll be like, wow, you know, we need to short the cryptos that are launching, right? Everybody's like, yeah, this crypto's bullish. It's just launching right now. You get the quick dump or the quick pump and then it dumps. Check out 𝗕𝗶𝘆𝗽𝗫, guys. I'm going to pin his YouTube channel right away in the comment section. Insane value, good fundamentals. Shout out to you, my man. He is here right now in the comment section. He's in the pinned comment, guys. Check him out, 𝗕𝗶𝘆𝗽𝗫. Great, good, solid news, fundamentals, crypto launches. He's getting a really cool shorting strategy right now throughout different cryptos that launch with high market cap. So you got, you know, especially on altcoins, mainly altcoins. Okay, go and check him out. We are entering 4-hour FVG bearish territory. Very true. Thanks, brother. Much love to you, Matthew. Mattia, much love to you. Let the party begin, says Himanshu. Happy weekend. Will we get that Friday pump or Friday dump? Let me know right away. Of course, if you are interested in trading safely, all right, responsible trading, take advantage of that free money that you get on weeks. It's in between $10 and $100 right now. It was $100 for a few days. I told you to sign up quickly because this bonus is going to disappear. You get in between $10 and $100 for free, guys. If you link your phone number just by signing up, you'll be getting that airdrop in 24 to 48 hours, okay? Now it's in between $10 and $100. And for the big players, $30,000. The more you trade and deposit, you're going to get airdrops of thousands of dollars throughout the next coming months, okay? Those active traders out there, take advantage with that 50% fee reduction, guys, with that second link down below scrolling here from this video, okay? Check out Weeks. Great, because I know you can trade on Weeks most places in the world, right? Let's leave it that way. Let's go, continue. Weekend pump. What is the poll saying here? Are you feeling bullish in the coming days? What am I going to answer? What I'm going to give a chance for the bears. I'm going to give a chance for the bears just based on the triangle, okay? I'm going to give a chance of the triangle still forming here, either at the 618 or either the 78. I'm going to give the bears a chance. Let's see what people are voting here. I would say most people are bullish. Yeah, ever so, woof. We got a battle here between bulls and bears. It is 58% of people bullish, 42% no, not bullish. Big rejection on the way. It's almost a 50-50, ever so slightly more people bullish. It's very hard to be bearish on Bitcoin. Bitcoin is the ultimate asset, right? There's always bullish, right, on higher time frames. So interesting. Not much more, guys. When we're pumping above resistance, you know, there's not much to say. Unless we reject from the 618, I will be interested in entering that short to give the chance of the triangle. So we would be expecting a nice pullback of a few $1,000s. But as long as we are at the golden pocket and above the resistance, above resistance only means one thing. Head up to the next resistance until you reject. So for the moment, price is still looking bullish, slowly grinding up. And the more shorts that we pile up here, you know, the more strength it can get. So be careful. I'm going to be a little bit more patient here in this case. Wait for a rejection. Get below the golden pocket. And then we will give a chance for the triangle here in the next coming days. But we need that rejection below the value area high of the range, below the golden pocket. We are above golden pocket right now. So from this pivot, okay, to this pivot, to give a chance here for the triangle. So I'm not interested where we at currently for a short. No interesante. Unless we reject. So up only, guys, for the moment till proven otherwise. There we go. We're getting a squeeze out now. How many people are short? That will be interesting. We got somebody here. They got into a short yesterday and a few shorts the last few days. People have been quite bearish on this momentum to the upside. And I hope they took them as scalps, okay? Because this was an acceptable scalp that we mentioned on yesterday's stream, all right? It was an acceptable scalp, which did get a nice, quick, fast dump on these lower highs. But we still maintained higher lows, right? I hope you took it as a scalp short. Or got stopped out at break even, or just paid a few fees. I hope so anyway. As long as we're above the golden pocket, this is the next pivot that I'm looking at, guys, to see if we do reject. If we do not reject from this pivot, then higher we go. This pivot is where we have the 7-8 from this pivot high to the pivot low. As long as we are above golden pocket, this is the next stop. Unless we reject, not interested in the short. I want to get into the rejection. I want to get into the rejection, not into the pump. If we hit this level, I'm not shorting. If we pump through the level, I will attempt the rejection. I will attempt the rejection of the level. But not as we pumping above the levels. And that is basically it. Simple, easy, We remain bullish as long as we're above resistance. That is could currently flip as support. Now, I understand that you will say there's no volume coming in. This is a very poor move to the upside. Yes, I understand. This is also very true. There's no volume, very poor movement, right? Just a slow uptrend. Let's take a look at this latest move, because this is going to be very interesting to take a look at the extension from the latest move up right over here. This movement up right there, this impulse, this correction, which was, you know, very, very triangly. I would say that the end, well, basically you have a base here. So this has been the correction, move up, correction, move up. So you got, let's take a look at the extension here. Would be very interesting to see. Yeah, nothing major here. Very, very shallow move. 0.618, 0.78. The 1-to-1 is where we do have that lower high. Let's see. Dream Tanks says bears. They have a chance, eh? They have a chance, okay? We are traders. We are interested in longs and shorts. And this could be a rejection point, okay? There's not too much volume. We do have the WXYXZ here. This is either a multiple 1-2 or it is a corrective structure in that WXYXZ, okay? This is either super, super bullish, where you pop out in a third wave, potentially today, not the weekend, right? Because the weekends don't have much volatility. Or you are forming the WXYXZ here. Right? Let's just change this color because that is the triangle here. Let's put it red. They have a chance. They have a chance. Very slow, not too much volatility. We're just slowly moving up. And as we above resistance, we need to favor the bulls here till we get the rejection. Next possible level would be interesting because on a triangle, you could hit the 7-8. You could hit the 7-8, right? Which is sitting at this lower high. That is the next attempt where I would get into a short. Hit this lower high with the 7-8 Fibonacci and treat the 7-8 Fibonacci as a rejection point. If we do reject, I would be interested in the short. Or if we reject back below the golden pocket, I would be, you know, interested in the short once we see a bit of a sign of weakness. But one of the two levels, but we need a little bit of weakness. We're still above the resistance. We're above the golden pocket. So I cannot short against the local trend at the moment. Most of that liquidity has been swept. Let's double check here the liquidity from the last. Yeah, we have swept quite significant liquidity here. We are building up lots of long liquidations. The biggest liquidity has been swept already throughout the last couple of hours. We're running out here of liquidity. Let's go slightly to the higher time frame here on the liquidity map. This is going to be interesting to see if we are still building up here short liquidations. Oh yeah, most of it has been swept already. So now we are building long liquidations down to 97, 96. Not that much short liquidations left here. Most of it has been swept. So Muy interesante. Short now. Yeah, if you short now, stop loss above the high. If you short now, stop loss above the high. Very choppy, just moving up, moving up, moving up. We had a short attempt today, guys. Short attempt was this one. Short an SFP from this high. We are out of the shorts, guys. We're out. We came back up here to the level, and there's no reason now to get into the short, as we are above golden pocket as well. A rejection here will be looking interesting. A big, powerful rejection in a 5-wave move will look interesting. To get into the short. You know, you need a big move down. Boom. Right? Kind of a 5-wave move, and then the bounce. You know, if we get something like this, very powerful and some big volume throughout the next coming hours, I would really consider the short later on. If you want to short here, just be aware. Be responsible with stop losses. But the bears need to show us a sign that they are here now, right? They need to show a sign that they are here. And it's either golden pocket. We need some signs of weakness. We need some big movements down. If not, we go into the 7-8, and then we'll go from there. And if we smash through the level, we really have to go with a conclusion that this was a multiple 1-2. We're just building up here. And then you're popping out on your third wave. And you're just breaking, you're just sweeping up all of the lower highs from the range of the last few weeks. And that will be that. No shorts taken on that movement eventually. Only the real shorters go 100x from here. Yeah, I guess the people with high leverage that are building a short position throughout the last couple of days, they're not happy. They are not happy. Understand the technical levels, understand when you need to take action. And for me right now, there's no take action for shorts. There was one today, but we're already out from that short. The only short scenario was this one, and now is the moment where, you know, if you are in a short, you are hoping for the rejection. You're saying it needs to reject. I'm sure it's going to reject. Our short trade that has been provided in the Legends trading community, and we can be transparent with that, guys. There's no sugarcoating. The short was this one. We got a little pullback, 98,800. Protecting position. This was the one to take. As we are above the levels of resistance right now, we just need to wait for a sign of weakness. So if you want to try and short here and detect the top, I mean, this is up to you. I would rather short later on a 5-wave move down, understanding that this could be the first sign of weakness, and then we roll down in the next coming days. But trying to short this right now is complex, is dangerous. You need to favor the bulls still. You need to favor the uptrend, and there's just nothing to it. There's nothing more to say. You just need to favor the bulls for the moment till proven otherwise, which would be the BTC dominance is falling. No way. Is it altcoin season coming, guys? Is it altcoin season coming? Who is bullish on altcoins? We're still holding the bags. This is a good sign. Let's see. Are the altcoins pumping? I still hold all of the altcoins. Not selling any altcoin on the dump eventually. I'm more interested on Chainlink. What the heck's Chainlink doing? probably recovering okay. Yeah, we're recovering quite okay. Woo! Some altcoins are moving back up here. Let's go. ICP still hold a pretty nice bag of ICP. It is looking good. It is looking good. Hold on, guys. We might get that altcoin season for March after all. And let's see if we do get the Bitcoin dominance, providing that March drop just as the previous 4-year cycles. We're going to give it a shot. Hold on to the altcoins, guys. All of those people. Alt season is in 8 days, says Steve, my man. Alt season is in 8 days. Let's go. Legends Crypto by 𝗲𝗫 is here in the comment section. Let's go. Altcoin season. Added a second short. Yeah. Hopefully. Andy, show us your spot bag. Maybe not today. Maybe not today. But my biggest holding is Bitcoin. My second biggest holding is Chainlink. My third biggest holding is Ethereum, which I am not happy about yet. Not happy about the performance of Ethereum. I don't hold any Solana. I missed the Solana train from this bull run. But I'm happy overall with the altcoin bags that I have. Mainly Chainlink and a few other ones that are, some are performing okay, some are not doing that well, right? Let's be honest. Illuvium, I haven't got a big bag of Illuvium, but that's gone to crap. Let's take a look at some altcoins, guys. Shall we take a look at some altcoins? Because Bitcoin is just slowly grinding up. We are above the resistance, so up only till proven otherwise. Let's see if we do reject from the golden pocket, but for the moment we are above golden pocket. So shall we take a look at some altcoins? Make sure to drop off your altcoins. Is the pullback going to happen here? Let's see the poll. We got almost 1,000 votes. Are you feeling bullish for Bitcoin in the coming days? No. Big rejection on the way. We got 40% of people. Slightly more people are bullish. And looks like that the reversal, the proper reversal, Bitcoin just about to hit $100,000. Will we manage today, Friday, to get back to 100K BTC? Or not? We're going to reject. And this is a trap. Interesting, interesting. What's going on with altcoins? Let's take a look at a few altcoins. Share with me. What's XRP doing? XRP army is huge. Will XRP go to $5, $6, $7? Let's take a look at some, not going to do some technical analysis, deep technical analysis on altcoins, but share me your altcoin. We can look at an altcoin, which is Illuvium. My goodness, this gaming project got wrecked. Got wrecked on this one. Luckily, these coins, you just get a small bag. You never have to go too crazy. Did anybody buy Pi? Let me know. XRP. XRP. Shall we take a look at XRP? Let's go through the comment section, legends. 1,300 people. Let's get to 1,500 likes, and we're going to take a look at some altcoins. There's not much to say on Bitcoin. Bitcoin is there. We have the triangle situation, which is possible still. It is very possible. The bears are adding to their shorts, or they're getting into shorts right now. They do see the reversal happening. I need a little bit of a sign of weakness for where we currently at, okay? I need a bit of a sign of weakness, first of all, and then I might jump into the short. But we do have the golden pocket, which we are still currently there, basically. No way XRP to $8, $9, $11, says Senai. Very possible, very possible. Very possible. If BTC drops now, it will be bad. It will be short-term bad, I have to say. It will be short-term bad. We do have a lot of room here to correct for the next coming days. We have a lot of room here to correct down if we do reject from the golden pocket, from the value area high. There is a lot of room to reject here, a few $1,000s, to still maintain this potential triangle formation. So let's see, vámonos. Bears liquidation will pump us to $108,000. Wow, that is very, very bullish. I think that's not going to happen today. Okay, I wouldn't say that today we would go to $108,000. However, that would be the most extreme bullish case where we are looking for this scenario right over here, right? Which is basically finish of an ABC running flat. And we have formed the 1-2 wave. And this is just multiple 1-2s. And when you have multiple 1-2s, my goodness, the pop can be epic. The pop can really be epic. I wouldn't say $108,000, but above 102, 104,000 would be a realistic move. Okay, $8,000 move? I don't think so. Who knows? Maybe yes. But we're giving the chance to the bears. Let's see if the bears can reject the golden pocket. They are trying. The pump is over, says Unknown TV. The pump is over. We got interesting here. We got got bears, got bulls. Look at the poll here. Almost 1,000 votes. Are you feeling bullish for the coming days? We got 60% yes, 40% no. Lots of bulls, but also bears. Bears have their chance right now. Why are we sitting so long at 99.3? Because it is resistance. It is resistance. It's a fake-outy zone, fake-out zone. There's not too much volume here for the bulls kicking in. It's either pop or rejection here. Longs stepping in, says Adrian. Longs are stepping in. Andy Effect this morning. Bobby, much love. Imagine being bearish on something like Bitcoin. Yeah, long-term bearish is kind of impossible on Bitcoin. It's kind of, there's no other option to be only bullish long-term on Bitcoin. There's short-term bearishness, which, happens to me a long time, lots of times, short-term bearish as a trader. You can be short-term bearish, analyze the levels, look for trading setups. But long-term bearish on Bitcoin is not a thing. There's no other option, only bullish. I'm short bearish, says Sam. Short-term bearish, yeah. We got this scenario which is very, very possible. We got this scenario which is very, very possible. This does have a chance to be the complex correction of the triangle, which would be a triple zigzag. Lots of little mini waves right there. And the most bullish case is the multiple 1-2s. Well, we're rejecting a little bit now. We are moving down ever so slightly. Ever so slightly. Nothing too major. Nothing too major here. Nothing too major. A lot of people must have come bearish on this move yesterday. Like someone in my comment section. Luckily, I entered the short. I hope you took profit very quickly. Or at least defensive. Right? People will be bearish on these movements. saying we're rejecting now, we're rejecting now, we're rejecting now. We're still above major resistance, which is flipping into support until proven otherwise. We need kind of the pullback. I mean, not that steep, no need to be that steep, but we need a pretty aggressive, impulsive move in 5 waves to then say, okay, the next coming days can be bearish, but we need the first signal, right? We need the first signal. In this case, a nice pump in 5 waves, right? A nice pump in 5 waves for continuation to the upside. We need a nice big dump down to possibly speculate continuation to the downside later on in the next coming days. We need the first signal, the first major signal, and the bounce would be the obviously the preferred scenario to get into a short. But sometimes, you know, when the price moves down, it probably gets shallow pullbacks. Okay, so it won't be easy, but we need at least something, you know, a first signal of bearishness, which would be a 5 impulsive move down to confirm that this is a sign of weakness. And then the bounce will be looking very interesting to see the rollover down. But we are not seeing that. So let's go right away. Continue with the comment section. 1,300 people watching the stream. Absolutely awesome, guys. Let's see how many likes we can get. Let's get to 600 likes. Shall we take a look at some altcoins? Altcoin recovery on the way or not? Of course, if Bitcoin gets the rejection, we're going to see that pullback on altcoins as well. Okay, so where would you close the long from 94K? I've taken most of the profits from the long position. Taken most of the profits from the long position when we had the SFP here. We were just hitting the value area high. Yeah, value area high of the range. We got the SFP. So it was a good reason for me to take most of the profits here from the long position of the few days ago, okay? It just made sense to take most of the profits in this area. If you are a swing trader, you can, you know, take some profits and hold some position, I would say. Be aware that the bears have a chance to get a decent pullback in the next coming days from this zone. They do have a chance to get a pullback in the next coming days from this zone to continue this possible triangle formation. So, I mean, this is up to you. It depends on your strategy. For me, it's more of a day trade, small little swing trade. But when we hit higher time frame resistance, I just don't want to take the chance. This is a good take profit zone locally, right? But maybe this is the low. Maybe this was the low and we're heading to all-time high in the next 1 to 2 weeks, and you can hold on that long. But we are at resistance. We've been proven that this has been resistance. So as a day trader, I need to take profit at resistance if I'm in any long position. So, I mean, this is really up to your style of trading. Could have this been the low and we do head up to all-time high in the next 1 to 2 weeks based on the very bullish case scenario, which is, where do I have it? This one right over here. Instead of this being the low, you know, this could have been the low of the range to form your ABC flat. You got a zigzag from this all-time high, you got a zigzag from this movement, and now you have a, you know, expanding wave 5 here, which is just, you know, not the most beautiful scenario, but you need to take it into consideration. You formed a running flat there, and now this was the low right there, this big wick down. Remember, this was the biggest liquidation event on Bitcoin, I think on crypto as well, since FTX collapse, right? In November of 2022, since the 19 collapse. And usually when you have the biggest liquidation events, they do signal a bottom. When we do take a look at that price action, remember guys, this was Sunday 2 weeks ago. Sunday 2 weeks ago, we had the biggest liquidation event since C19 crash. This was one of the biggest liquidation events in the history of Bitcoin. It was the low. It was the low. And one of the other biggest liquidation events was the FTX collapse. We did test the lows in this case. We got a little dead cat bounce and then test the lows, but it was literally the low. The biggest liquidation event was this wick down, which was, you know, it's very fun to see because we did not take out this low, which brings me the conclusion of, if this was the low, if this was the biggest liquidation event, like, you know, since FTX and the COVID, right, C19 collapse, which did mark the low, you have to come to the conclusion that maybe this was the low. Maybe this was the low and we're heading to all-time high. And this could be either the distribution where you come to all-time high and you start closing daily candles beneath this level. That's not going to be looking good. Or we might break out and go to 120, 130,000. Very possible, with the macro adoption that there is, you know, massive adoption that there is on you know, investing in Bitcoin, right? Institutions, banks, countries. So the possibility of breaking out all-time high successfully is very possible. However, if we do get back beneath the all-time high, close daily candles, you have the chance of the price rolling down, right? The price could roll down if we do not break successfully all-time high. If we do break all-time high very successfully, then we'll have to lean on the side of the reaccumulation. And this does look pretty good. The creek phase here in this descending wedge, kind of descending channel formation, with the biggest liquidation event here happening on the 3rd of February to mark the low, right? And this is literally this possibility, right? We are in the creek stage right there. You had a double top on Bitcoin and you've had a big liquidation event in this stage, which was the 3rd of February, right? And now you're just slowly grinding down. And, you know, we're managing to pop here to the upside, which, you know, is very possible. It does look pretty interesting for this scenario to happen, that we are in the creek stage right now. Just because this was the biggest liquidation event. And biggest liquidation events have been signaling a bottom on Bitcoin, such as FTX collapse. That was the low. And the C19 crash was also the low. So, muy posible. Guys, I missed to buy. Go long now, or is it too late? Wow, well, this is definitely not a level to get into long positions, in my opinion, unless you're getting into a correction. This is really not... I mean, a level to long safely here. What can I say? The danger of here, you need to take long scalps, and you need to enter at low levels. This is very complex right now. I mean, you could just do this and then do this, right? So it's just, if you're longing, you need to take profit at the highs, and you need to be defensive. Long should have been taken a few days ago, right? With this level of interest that was talked about on the channel, you know, days in advance, right? The next level of interest here for the price to bounce, which was not easy. I have to say, it was not easy. You had naked point of control down there. I haven't deleted it because we still, you know, just to share here why this was good support. 7/8 Fibonacci, previous month open as well. January's open was exactly here at 93,370. This was previous month open. 7/8 Fibonacci, you're sweeping up the lows. You know, you're looking for that spring point. So this was a good swing long area, right? This was a good swing long area. Sweep up the lows of the range, and you're looking for that spring point to get possibly back to the highs of the range, which we are right now. And now the question is, as we are at the highs of the range, will we break out? Which would make sense that it does. You know, it would make sense to just get out of the zone already, or reject. Yeah, and you really want to see the price of Bitcoin breaking out with some pretty intense volume in this kind of level, because yeah, the fact that we're not breaking out here with volume is really disturbing. Because if you get to the highs of a range, if you don't smack out of the level with big volume and power, you're going to get bounced back up. You're going to get bounced back up. If you don't break with power, that value area high, you're going to get rejection. And this is just taking too long here. So this should be a good breakout zone, not this kind of price action. This should have popped out with some power, and it's not, which is, you know, making me you know, realizing that this could be the rejection point based on the triangle as well, right? So yeah, let's see. Could have been the double top right there, but the fact here for me to get into this short, I would rather get into the short later on. I can get into the short later on, no worries. We just need a sign of weakness. This is resistance. I mean, the fact that we were at the golden pocket and above the 6.5 golden pocket, for me, it's not easy. I mean, maybe for a lot of you, I'm just going to get into the shorts right now, and I'm adding to the position, and then, you know, reject or not, you know, depending on your style of trading, right? Everybody has a different style. You know, for me, you know, this was a solid entry, the double top right there, but you got back above. Now, if we do get the rejection, I will be very aware that we are going to likely correct in the next coming days. So there will be time to get into good short day trades. There will be time to get into some short day trades once we get the rejection. There will be time, so no issue. If you want to short the exact top, then, you know, go ahead. This zone was your level to get into a short, right? Based on the golden pocket, based on the triangle scenario, based on the low volume on the breakout of this value area high. You know, this would have been your highs here, would have been your chance to, like, I'm gonna see I see the rejection, I'm gonna get into massive shorts. But the thing is, stop loss. You know, you just have to have your stop loss. Yeah, I don't know, depending on how much if you're looking for a swing short, then, you know, maybe your stop loss is a bit far away. You're looking for a 3-4 to 1 risk to reward in the coming days, and you're not too you don't care too much, and you're busy, and you don't want to be staring at the chart like me for the perfect entry and the perfect rejection, right? You just short there, and you put a stop loss somewhere here, and you really think that, okay, this is the end, right? I'm favoring the bears, which is that, you know, bearish triangle continuation of the range, and you're not breaking out successfully from this value area high because there's no volume kicking in. I just want to short and go away and enjoy the weekend. And if you're happy with that risk, then I can say maybe you can take that. I want a bit of a sign of weakness. As a day trader, I would really want to see the rejection, the bounce, and then jump in. So it really depends on your style of trading. No shorts. Yeah, exactly. No short. Well, for me, it's no short just yet. No short just yet. There was a good short entry based on a swing failure pattern, right? One of the classic trading setups. From this pivot high with value area high, we did get a rejection of a few $100 to the lows of this mini range. Very, very acceptable short trade right there. You can get in very successfully. You can manage risk very well. It's a sniper short. And you can be, quite defensive. I mean, this is either a small little loss or a break-even trade, right? Depending on your risk management here. Or take profit at the lows. But this was a good entry. However, we bounced back up, right? We maintained the uptrend structure. No shorts to be taken, says here. I have a short position. Should I close it on BTC? I have no shorts just as of yet. And I don't mind not catching the top in this case. I need to see a rejection. I need to see a bit of power. And then, I will analyze the bounce. But I need a first sign of weakness. I won't get into the top if this were to be the top. But I will get into a short later on. Don't worry about that. I will manage to jump in at some point. But not now. Not now. Not now. Anyway, we would really want to see a sign of weakness. We're just above the value area high. We're trying to get beneath the golden pocket, but it's just not really showing that rejection. Let's go. Hiding your stop loss on inside liquidity, says Miguel Marquez. Very true. Very true. We have already swept up a lot of short liquidations throughout the last 1 to 2 days. Okay, so there has been a pretty interesting liquidation event already, especially throughout the last few hours today. Lots of shorts getting squeezed out here with this move. Okay. So we've had the short squeeze. However, will we extend the short squeeze? I mean, we are running out here of liquidity. Let's take a look here at the last few weeks. There's still liquidity above us. There's no doubt about it. And we might be building up liquidity in the next coming hours. There is still lots of liquidity. I have to be honest. The big liquidity has been swept, but there's still lots of liquidity above 99K. 100,000 even, right? So this is why this zone is so interesting based on the multiple 1-2 setup. Also with liquidity. Oh, we got a nice, yeah. The multiple 1-2 setup looks interesting as well, which is the one we've been talking about throughout the last few days. But this is the area where I realize of the rejection, okay? I've been bullish throughout the last few days since this low. We've been uptrending. Multiple 1-2s has been the speculation. And just continue with multiple 1-2s as you do maintain the uptrend. We've been bullish the last few days. Now I'm just giving, the possibility of the chance for the bears to reject here, right? It would be a realistic zone of rejection. Now, yes. But I've been bullish throughout the last few days based on the multiple 1-2s. And now is when I'm like, okay, this could be a rejection point. This could be a rejection point. We're just slowly grinding up. And I need a sign of weakness for that short. We are above the value area high. I don't mind catching the high in this case. I had a chance already today. We had a chance and we're above the resistance. So now it's just remaining patient for the sign of weakness because we are above resistance. And it's still very bullish. Still very bullish till proven otherwise. Yeah. Scalp in 5 minute short. Going for the long set at 98K and up. Going for the longs set at $98,000. Going for the longs. Another long position. Yeah, I think long scalps. It's just not a great zone either to get into longs on the pullback. I'm telling you, it's just, I am so aware of this triangle and the triple zigzag situation here. It just looks also very good, where you have three wave. This is the only issue right there. This was very fast. And then you got a three wave also right over here. And that forms a triple zigzag. WXYXZ forming the top of your triangle right over here. Right? And you are trying to break value area high and it's not kicking in with volume, which is just giving you the chance of a rejection here. So let's see. We are pulling back ever so slightly now. So let's see if we do move down with a bit of power. We're just testing here the value area high and the highs of today, right? Highs of today. Could this be a resistance support flip? It's just not a great zone either for shorts or scalps at the moment. I would rather get in on a short later on, unless you're shorted and you have your stop loss with good risk management here, or a little bit far away. You do realize the bearishness. You just don't want to have tight stop losses, and you just want to have a good weekend. And you realize the triangle setup with that triple zigzag here formation, and you just want to have a good weekend. You don't want to take a look at the charts anymore, and you're like, screw you, I want to be more of a swing trader, and I want to just jump into the short and have a stop loss here far away, right? Still managing your risk, but I do realize the corrective move that could happen in the next coming days, and I'll just take profit from that short. And I'm getting into a 3-to-1, 4-to-1 risk to reward, but I'm chilling, and I just leave a stop loss far away here. I mean, you could do that as well. I mean, if as long as you're still managing your risk with your, not risking more than 2-3% of your capital. As mentioned, I have been bullish the last few days, and this is the first moment of the last few days that I am considering the bearish case, as if we do not break out here successfully, we could be rejecting from the golden pocket, which we tried an attempt to break up here. But it looks like, we're giving the chance to the bears. Let's see if we do get that first initial drop, and the bounce is going to be very interesting. If this drops very aggressively, then the bounce will be very interesting. We'll be looking for that three waver. We'll be looking for the same thing, three wave. This has been the complex wave, right? Triple zigzag. And we would either be looking for a zigzag here, or, E waves can be triangles as well, which would be very, very disturbing. Very rare, but overall, yeah, we'll be analyzing the move down if we get the first leg down. That is, we need the first leg down, right? I want to get into the third wave, right? Into the C wave. If we do get the first rejection. So if you see me in a short it will be trying to detect the bounce, okay? Trying to detect the first bounce to get into the third wave. Now it's just kind of grinding here at the resistance, flipping into support. Is it going to be a higher low? Will we bounce here at this level of value area high, right? Are we flipping this resistance into support? That is the question. Or will it break down, finally get the sign of weakness? Then we can get bearish on the bounce. But let's get that volume kicking in, moving down very aggressively, and speculate on the short then. Let's go through comment section. Let's go. Anybody that is interested in trading, of course, you do have weeks, guys. The bonus will disappear eventually at some point in the near future. They cannot give this money out all the time, but just by signing up and linking your phone number, you have a chance to win in between $10 and $100, and you can use that for your trading. Okay, the last couple of weeks it's been $100. Now it's maybe $50, it's maybe $30, it's maybe $70. Check it out, guys. You just need to link your phone number and you get that free bonus in the next 24 to 48 hours, okay? And for the big players, the more volume you move, the more you deposit and more you trade, you're getting airdrops of thousands of dollars, up to $30,000, okay? This is for the big players, of course, that they're going to get massive airdrops, okay? And you are eligible, of course, as soon as you sign up with the second link down below. You just need an email and a password, guys, for weeks, okay? I know a lot of people cannot trade on other exchanges such as Bybit. Bybit has been my #1 exchange always, but now I know they just ask for a lot of information of the trader, and lots of people don't want to give that information, right? So Weeks is your great alternative, but Bybit has been always my first option to trade. If you're fine with giving documents, right, and rest of it, I would go with Bybit. Bybit is has a good track record since 2018, and I've always traded there, and it's big liquidity, big volume. You can really rely on Bybit, also on Weeks eventually, but it's just a great alternative, Weeks, to Bybit, okay, for any of those traders. Andy, take a look at 𝗖𝗿. Are we finally seeing the altcoins recovering? There are some altcoins recovering. 𝗖𝗿, nice little bounce on 𝗖𝗿. Nice little bounce. We've been talking about 𝗖𝗿 here in between 40 cents and 30 cents. And we actually went to 20 cents. So, I mean, 𝗖𝗿, we swept the lows of the range. And, that's a good area of reaccumulation. Still holding the bags, guys. We don't sell at a loss. We just hold on. If we got an extra dump, potentially reaccumulate. 𝗖𝗿 is looking pretty good. It's recovering here pretty nicely throughout the last few days. ICP is doing well as well. That's another coin that I do have a pretty interesting bag. Chainlink, this does look like it could be on the verge of recovery. The good thing is that you've swept the lows of this correction, and that is kind of the ultimate liquidation event, right? This happened Sunday, the 3rd of February. It's just the classic last liquidation event to sweep up the lows, get people extremely bearish, no altcoin season. This is an awesome project. This is in AI, internet computer. I mean, this is one that I have in my portfolio, and if you want cheap, then this does look pretty damn cheap. And the Bitcoin dominance really looks very interesting. There will be a moment that the Bitcoin dominance is going to reverse. This ain't going to go up forever to 90% dominance. There will be a moment that this is going to start reversing, and we are going to see a lot of altcoin recoveries, guys. It's going to happen, right? The question is, will it be this week? Will it be at the end of March? Will it be the first week of April? Somewhere in this range, it's possibly when we're going to get it, okay? So it's just, we remain patient on that. We're dropping hard now. Oh, yeah, we're getting the rejection. We are getting a bit of a rejection here. Losing this low will be very interesting. Losing this low will be very interesting. Losing this low will be very interesting. Hiya! Friday dump, guys. Is it weekend dump? And losing this higher low will be very interesting. That is when I'm going to start looking for my shorts. Losing this low and analyzing the bounce later on. I really need to analyze. Maybe it could be a back test of the highs, and I love back tests. We need to start losing. I mean, this would not be an ABC flat. I would not consider this as an impulse and this an ABC flat. I wouldn't consider it. It's just extended too much. Right? If we were to lose this low, that would be a very clear sign of weakness, especially with this drop. I would not favor the an ABC flat here, just because we've extended too much from this pivot high to the pivot low. I think we hit the 1.61 or the 2 to 1 at least. You know, this was a big move up. Yeah, almost the 2 to 1. So if this low is lost, I'm not favoring an ABC flat. I would favor the bears from this point. And then whatever, you know, I'm just going to remain patient and analyze the bounce. We'll analyze the bounce here. And that is the area where I'll be interested in. The bounce. Just need to see that three-wave move. Anybody that managed to jump into some shorts here and detect the top, right, which we were hitting the golden pocket, then congratulations. You can be quite defensive right now with your risk. But we did get above the 6.5 Fibonacci from the pivot high here. Let me just get Fibonacci from this wick high. Yeah, I mean, we did get above the golden pocket. Not easy, not easy, not easy. To catch the top, right? To catch the ultimate top on this movement. Most of the big liquidity was grabbed. Yeah, what's going to be my scenario right now is get continuation down, break the local lows, and analyze the bounce. Wherever the bounce is, that is going to be my full analysis. Preferably we go to the 50%, the 618 Fibonacci. We maybe back test the value area high. But yeah, this still is just still a higher low for the moment. Dangerous for longs as well. You know, longs should have been taken a couple of days ago from this area. Very difficult to get into longs on these very shallow pullbacks. I mean, this was an epic long position. We talked about this scenario just a few days ago, where, I mean, I have it right over here. I like to save the analysis that was mentioned here based on the 112. And we got a ABC right there, sweep of the low. This would have been another great long position. Really analyzing here the waves. This was a very, very good long entry if you did not long here, right, in this area. 𝗖𝗵𝗆𝗵𝗆𝗵𝗆𝗵𝗆𝗵𝗆𝗵𝗆𝗵𝗆𝗵𝗆𝗵𝗆𝗵𝗆𝗵𝗆𝗵𝗆𝗵𝗆𝗵𝗆𝗵𝗆𝗵𝗆𝗵𝗆𝗵𝗆𝗵𝗆𝗵𝗆𝗵𝗆𝗵𝗆𝗵𝗆𝗵𝗆𝗵𝗆𝗵𝗆𝗵𝗆𝗵𝗆𝗵𝗆𝗵𝗆𝗵𝗆𝗵𝗆𝗵𝗆𝗵𝗆𝗵𝗆𝗵𝗆𝗵𝗆𝗵𝗆𝗵𝗆𝗵𝗆𝗵𝗆𝗵𝗆𝗵𝗆𝗵𝗆𝗵𝗆𝗵𝗆𝗵𝗆 eye on X and Musk. Okay, yeah, very possible. Very, very possible. The supersonic pump is very possible still, right? The most extreme bullish case scenario would be, yeah, I mean, it would make sense. This is the supersonic pump area. It's either the rejection in this triangle very, very possible formation. Or it is the extreme bullish case scenario, supersonic pump, which is literally this scenario, right? Where we're just going to absolutely fly. Muy interesante. Multiple 1-2s on the formation, which means a big pop in a third wave, and then multiple 4-5s form a similar range scenario than this one here. Muy interesante. News in 2 minutes. We do have some news in a few minutes, I think. Not in 2 minutes, more like 15 minutes. Okay, so let's take a look at that right away. What's going on with the news? What is going on with news? Do we have big news in the next coming minutes? Let's take a look at the news here. We do have existing home sales at 7 p.m. UAE time. So that's in about 15 minutes from now. We might get a bit of volatility from that as well. I like the Creek theory. We're in before the big pump best, says 𝗬𝗫𝘂𝗿𝗫. Yeah. I would close now any shorts that have been taken, says Unknown TV. News now in 15 minutes. This is for UK, global manufacturing, okay? But I'm talking about the US news. There's existing home sales. That's the news that we do have later on. Legends, be cautious. I will be interested in shorts if we do get a big rejection, and I'll be analyzing the bounce to get a 3-wave move, maybe a back test of the highs, look for a movement down. For the moment, we are still uptrending, guys. What can I say? Even though we're getting these rejection dumps, we are still uptrending. And what can we say? It's still uptrending. There's no more to it. This today would be very interesting. We might get a gigantic pop out, or we might start rejecting. You know, this is a crucial zone for the bulls, also for the bears. Make sure to trade safely, guys. I'm going to wrap it up. I will be back with more, of course. Maybe tomorrow, Saturday, we do get a live stream here, more of a Q&A session. Whoever got into the longs a few days ago, absolutely golden. I mean, this is a TP zone. Shorts, it's getting difficult, very difficult here. Uptrending. We got the massive bullish case scenario, which is that multiple 1-2s, and we're going to pop out with a massive third wave. Potentially Friday, today, right? Weekend, I wouldn't expect much volatility on the weekend. And the ultimate bearish case, well, the bearish case scenario, very locally, would be looking for a drop of a few $1,000s in the coming days, which would be this triangle formation. Trade safe, everybody. Anybody that wants to claim great bonuses, remember, you got weeks, okay? You just need to link your email and your phone number, and you'll be getting either $10 or $100 in between that range, okay? For the big players, you're going to get airdrops of thousands of dollars, okay? The people that are actively trading with significant capital, you'll be getting airdrops, okay? Check out the second link, guys, for weeks. Thank you very much. Decision moment. Stay safe with your trading, and I will see you in the next one.